Hello learners, I am Parikshit Saikia and welcome to the 99 Percentiler Club. In today's session, with just over 24 hours left for CAT 2022, I don't want to teach you anything new, but in this session, I'm going to revise all the formulas which are there in number system and PNC. Remember, it is essential that you are able to recollect and remember all the formulas in number system and PNC. Remember, there are a lot of formulas in the chapter, and let's quickly revise all of these formulas in this short video. So let's get started. Okay, first things first, November 27, right? 10:30 a.m. We will start providing you live analysis of the CAT paper. So make sure you tune in live to our YouTube channels. Okay, let's get into number system. As I said, I'm not going to solve too many questions in this class. What I'm only going to focus is let's revise the concepts, and along with the concepts, very important, let's revise the formulas. Okay, first thing, let's revise factors. Remember what are factors? So let's take a number 24. Let's take a number 24. What questions can be asked, right? A lot of things can be asked on this. So if you have a number 24, okay, so let's take this number on the right hand side and let me ask it. 24, okay. 24, what are the factors of 24? 1, 24, 1 into 24, okay. Then 2 into 12, next 3 into 8, right? 4 into 6, correct? These are the 8 factors. How many factors does 24 have? 24 has got 8 factors, right? So if I write it in terms of prime numbers, in terms of prime numbers, how do I write it? 24 is equal to 8 into 3, right? So 8, 2 cube into 3 to the power 1, right? Now, ask yourself, what are the questions that the examiner can ask you on this? What are the questions? So generally, if a number is expressed in this form, let's say the number is expressed in this form, a number a to the power p, b to the power q, c to the power r, okay? The way we have written 24, a to the power p, b to the power q, c to the power r, where a, b, c are prime numbers. A, b, c are prime numbers. A, B, C are prime numbers. What are the questions that can be asked? I'm not going to solve sums today. I'm only gonna revise, right? So the first thing that they can ask you is number of factors. Number of factors. Number of factors. That's the first thing that they can ask you. Number of factors. What are the number of factors? Number of factors is given by the formula what? Power plus 1 into power plus 1. So P plus 1 into Q plus 1 into R plus 1, right? That's the first formula. Number of factors is given by P plus 1 into Q plus 1 into R plus 1. The next thing that they can ask you is, the next thing that the examiner can ask you is, you know what? They can ask you the sum of factors. Sum of factors. Number of factors and sum of factors. As an example, for 24, what are the sum of factors? Remember, for 24, I have written down all the factors. 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, 4, 6. Small number, you can add up all the factors, get the answer. But if the number is big, what is the formula for sum of factors? Sum of factors is given by a to the power p plus 1 minus 1, okay, into b to the power q plus 1 minus 1 into c to the power r plus 1 minus 1, correct? Divided by a minus 1 into b minus 1 into c minus 1. Are you able to recollect this? Are you able to recollect this, right? So remember, not going to solve sums. As I said, I'm just going to write down all the formulas which are there in this chapter. You might want to take a note of it so that just before the exam, just have a quick glance through it and enter the examination hall. Next, number of ways of writing a number. Number of ways, okay? Third formula. Number of ways of writing a number as a product of two factors. Writing a number as a product of two factors. As a product of two factors. As a product of two factors. As an example, look at 24. In how many ways can you write 24? Look at the right hand side of your screen. In how many ways can you write 24 as a product of two factors? 4. Very easy. 4. Yes. So how do you write? Number of ways of writing a number as a product of two factors is nothing but number of factors divided by 2. Number of factors divided by, right? Someone might have a question here. What would be the question that you have? You could got to be very careful here. There is one twist that that the paper setter can make, right? Let's take a number. Okay, as an example, if you take a number, let's say 25. How many factors does 25 have? 25 have got 3 factors: 1, 5, and 25. 1, 5, and 25, right? But the problem here would be if you applied directly in the formula, the problem would be number of factors is 3. So 3 by 2, 1.5. So what should I do? So be very careful here. If the number of factors is odd, it will not be perfectly divisible by 2. In that case, the formula should be modified. How will you modify the formula? Modified formula, okay? So I will say modified formula. Okay, the above formula will have to be modified. How will you modify it? The formula will be modified as number of factors plus 1 divided by 2 or number of factors minus 1 divided by 2. You will have to apply one of these. Number of factors divided minus 1 divided by 2. When should you apply the modified formula? Modified formula should be applied if number of factors is odd. Number of factors is odd. Now the question some of you might have is, sir, which one to apply? Should I do plus 1 or should I do minus 1? Depends what is asked in the question. If the question is asking number of ways of writing a number as a product of two distinct factors, if they use the word distinct, then you are gonna apply this formula. If they do not use the word distinct, you are gonna apply the second formula. Why? As an example, let's say 25. How many ways can you write 25? The one way would be 1 into 25. Another way would be, you know what would be the other way? The other way would be 5 into 5. 5 into 5. Right? So if the question is asking you, you know what? The first one is not distinct. If the question is asking you, you know what? In how many ways can you express 25 as a product of distinct factors? Distinct meaning, distinct means you are gonna count 1 into 25, but you are not gonna count 5 into 5. This is something you are not going to count. The second one you are not going to count. Why? Because 5 into 5 is not distinct. But if they do not use the word distinct, you are going to even count 5 into 5, right? So how many ways can you express 25 as a product of two factors? 1 into 25, 5 into 5. 2 ways. So if they do not use the word distinct, again I'm repeating, if they do not use the word distinct, use this first formula A. If they use the word distinct, use the formula B, right? And that's when the number of factors is odd. If the number of factors is not odd, it's even, then to very easy. You have a direct formula which is directly given by number of factors by 2. I'm looking at YouTube. If you have a doubt, I'm looking at the comments. If you have a doubt, please ask. Clear? Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and write down the other formulas which are there related to factors. Remember, this class is all about helping you recollect every formula from the chapter. Okay. Next. Point number 4. Let's go to point number 4. Okay. Point number 4 is sum of factors is done. Number of ways of writing a number as a product of two factors is done. Next is product of factors. What is the formula? Do you recall? Product of factors. As an example, Remember, for 24, the question might be asked, right? What is the product of all the factors of 24? They will not ask you 24. 24 is a small number. They will give you a big number. What is the product of factors of this number? Product of factors. So as an example for 24, product of factors would be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 12 into 24. Right? Right? Yes. So product of factors is given by number divided by number to the power number of factors divided by 2. Number to the power number of factors divided by. So remember this. This is divided by, right? So please be very careful. As an example for 24, if you have to find out as an example for 24, what will be the product of factors? Product of factors is given by for 24. Example for 24. What will be the answer? Answer will be number, which is 24. How many factors does 24 have? 24 has got 8 factors. 8 divided by 2. Answer will be 24 to the power 4. That will be the answer for this. That will be the answer for this. Product of factors. Yes? Next. Point number 5. Point number 5. Point number 5. Point number 5 will be, let's delete this. Let me just remove this. Let me just delete this. Okay. I will just delete all of it and have new things. Okay. Point number 4 tak maine likh liya. Point number 5. Point number 5. Next. Number of co-primes to a number. Number of co-primes less than or equal to the number. Less than or equal to the number. Or equal to the number. To the number. Right? What is the formula for this? So if you are able to express a number, in the format of number is equal to a to the power p into b to the power q into c to the power r, where a, b, c are prime. A, B, C are prime numbers. A, B, C are prime numbers. The number of co-primes less than the number is given by what formula? Do you remember the formula? The formula is equal to, formula will be equal to, what is the formula? Formula is number into 1 minus 1 by A into 1 minus 1 by B into 1 minus 1 by C. Number of co-primes. Number of co-primes. Co-prime means no common factors other than 1. No common factors other than 1 is given by this formula. Fine? Point number 5 noted. Next, point number 6 that they might ask you is sum of co-primes less than or equal to the number. Sum of co-primes. Sum of co-primes less than or equal to the number. Less than or equal to the number. Or equal to the number. What is the formula for this? What is the formula for this? This is given by, remember, this is given by number, the original number, okay, formula is original number into number of co-primes divided by 2. Number of co-primes divided by original number. And how do you get the number of co-primes? Number of co-primes, you will get it from the previous formula. Number of co-primes, you will get it from this formula. So please try to recollect. You cannot forget these formulas on the day of your exam. Got it? Fine. Let's look at the next one. Okay. So factors, I have written down every formula associated with factors. Next, LCM and HCF. So remember, LCM of a fraction, first formula which was there in your books. LCM of a fraction. How do you find out the LCM of a fraction? LCM of a fraction is LCM of numerator divided by HCF of denominator. Similarly, the second formula was HCF of a fraction. Okay, you know how to find out LCM and HCF. Just that for fraction, you need to remember HCF of a fraction is equal to HCF of numerator divided by LCM of denominator. Remember this? Yes. The only thing, okay, just remember, just a word of caution where students often go wrong. A word of caution, okay. Caution is you have to have them first in simplest form. Example, if I ask you the LCM of 4 by 9, 3 by 6, and let's say 7 by 15. If I ask you, find LCM of these. Find LCM. Just be careful. What do you have to be careful? It has to be in the simplest form. It has to be in the simplest form. Meaning, you cannot take 3 by 6. If you take 3 by 6 and apply the formula, you'll be wrong. So what you need to do? You need to reduce it to common factors. So basically, reduce the common factors. So 3 by 6, you put it as 1 by 2 and 7 by 15. Once you do that, now go and apply the formula, you'll get the correct answer. So remember, the first step is to ensure there are no common factors. So if you take 3 by 6 as it is, you'll get a wrong answer when you put it in the formula. So remember to remove the common factors and then apply the formula day after tomorrow when you write the CAT. Fine? Next thing. What is the next relation? LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. That is the next relation that you need to remember. LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. So these are the three things that you got to remember for your CAT 2022 exam. Okay, LCM of fraction, HCF of fraction, LCM into HCF is product of two numbers. Next thing, LCM and HCF models. Okay, so let's start solving questions. Remember, there are LCM, there are three models. I don't know how many of you remember this today. LCM, there are three models, and HCF, there are two models. HCF, there are two models. What is the model? We'll solve some one on some on this, okay? So model 1, LCM model 1 is same remainder. If the remainder is same, then the number is of the format. What is the number of the format? Let's say I give you two numbers, A and B. I give you two numbers, A and B, and the remainder is the same. Okay, so let's go to the sum first. Let's take this question. Find the largest. First question. Find the largest three-digit number. Very, 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 very important. High chances you'll get a question out of these five only. Okay, let's have a look. Find the largest three-digit number which when divided by 8 or 12 leaves a remainder of 2 in its case. So I'll not solve the entire sum, just helping you remember. How will you, so this is what, can you see? When you divide by 8, and when you divide by 12, the remainder is the same. What is the remainder? 2 in each case. So in such cases, what is the number? The number is nothing but LCM of the original numbers, LCM of 8 and 12 into K plus the remainder. That's it. Always it will be like this. LCM of the two numbers plus the remainder. So what is LCM of 8 and 12? LCM of 8 and 12 is 24. So 24K plus the remainder. 24K plus the remainder. So the number will be of this format. And you have to check. They're asking you the largest three-digit number. So how will you find out? You will just say 24K plus 2 should be less than 1000, and then you can solve for K, and you can continue. But when the remainder is the same, LCM difference is 2. 11 minus 9, difference is 2. In all such cases, where the difference between the divisor and the remainder is the same, LCM, how will you write the number? The number will be of the format LCM of the two numbers, which is 9, 11 minus the difference. So the number will be of this format. So 9 and 11, 99K minus. Remember, this is just to help you remember, okay? I'm not teaching for the first time. So if you're seeing this for the first time, you will not understand. But if you have revised 24 hours left for the CAT, you have done number system once, this should come to you, right? 99K minus the difference. So model 2 was constant difference. What is constant difference? Constant difference is number is given by LCM of A, B into K minus the difference. Right? And question number 3 is neither 1 nor 2. So neither 1 nor 2 will be model 3. Neither 1 nor 2 above. So if it doesn't fall in scenario 1 or scenario 2, it will be scenario 3. I'm not getting into the details of how you solve it, but remember there was a third model also where you did not have direct formulas, but you used to solve it manually. Fine. Then HCF. There were two models in your book for HCF. There were two models in your book for HCF. What were the two models? Let's first rub it and create some space. Okay. What were question number 4? Let's do question number 4 next. 4. Okay. 4 is on HCF. Question number 4. How will you do this? Find the largest number which leaves remainders of 2 and 3 when it divides 89 and 148 respectively. So basically, you have a number. So if the number divides 89, okay, largest number, let the number be n. So 89, if you divide by that number, remainder is, and then 148, if you divide by that number, you get remainder as 3. Now think about it logically. It simply means 89, if you divide, you are getting a remainder 2. So can I say 87 is perfectly divisible by the number? Will you agree? 87 is perfectly divisible by the number. Why? 89, if you divide, you are having a remainder 2. That would mean 87 is perfectly divisible by n. Similarly, 148, if you divide, you get a remainder 3. That simply means 145, 148 minus 3, 145 will be perfectly divisible by that number. So basically, what is the question asking you? The question is simply asking you HCF. HCF of these numbers. This was HCF model 1 for you. This was HCF model 1 for you. Right? HCF model 1. So remember, whenever you see the word like largest, you should remember we are talking about HCF. Whenever you see words like smallest numbers, remember we are talking about LCM. We are talking about LCM, right? Okay. Largest number. Why LCM is smallest? Because it's least common multiple. Least. HCF highest common factor. So highest, largest will belong to HCF. And number 5 was HCF model 2. What was HCF model 2? Largest number which divides 444, 804 and 1344, leaving the same remainder. HCF model 2. How will you do it? It is simply HCF of, so if there are three numbers, okay? If there are three numbers, how will you solve? This is HCF model 2. HCF model 2. So Sumit is saying around 29. So the formula was, it was just about HCF of, take the difference and find out the HCF. Take the difference. A minus B, and let's say B minus C. Any two numbers ka difference de lo, that will be the answer. So basically, for this question, what will be the answer? Answer will be HCF of, let's say, 804 minus 444, comma, what is the next number? 1344 minus 804. Minus 804. And you can straight away take the HCF of these numbers. HCF of what are the numbers? 444. So 0, 10 minus 4 is 6, 360. HCF of 360. And here pay 0, 4, 580. 580. Answer will come out to be 180. Answer will come out to be 180. Yes? Clear? Awesome. Got it? Fine. So this is your HCF model 2. So I hope you are able to recollect. I'm not going to solve the sums. It's just about recollecting the concepts tonight, right? Let's go to the next concept. Successive division. Remember, there was a concept of successive division. I'm not going to solve the sum. Just going to show you how you did it. So let's do the sum. A number when divided by 3, 5 and 6 successively leave remainders of 1, 3 and 2 respectively. Find the number of possible values it can assume which are less than 1000. So remember the concept of successive division. How will you do it? There was a shortcut. The shortcut was, are you dividing with and what are the remainders? That was the shortcut. So write down the numbers 3, 5, 6. What are the remainders? 1, 3, 2. How do you write it? You cross. Remember successive division. If you have done it in the class, how do you do it? This way. Like this. This. So first step was 2 into 5. So first you do 2 into 5. 2 into 5 is 10. 10 plus 3, 13. 13 into 3, 39. 39, 1 plus 1, 40. So 40 is the first such number which will satisfy this condition. What is the next number? the next number will be of the format 3 into 5 into 6. 3 into 5 into 6. Can you see the divisors? Just multiply. 3 into 5, 15. 6 into 5, 30. 30 into 3, 90. So the number will be of this format. 90k plus 40. This will be the number. And you can go ahead and solve it. Like let's say you say less than 1000. 90k plus 40 should be less than 1000. Find out the value of k. I'm not going to get into that. But remember, successive division was all about how will you do it? Again, I'm repeating it. How will you do it? It's all about you following this path. It was all about you following this path. Right? So 2 into 5, 10. 10 plus 3, 13. 13 into 3, 39. 39 plus 1, 40. So the first number which satisfies this condition is 40. What will be the next number? Next number will be the multiplication of the first line. Next number will be the multiplication of the first line, which is 6 into 5 into 3, which is 90k, which is 90, right? So basically, if I ask you what's the first number which satisfies this condition, you will put k is 0. If you put k is 0, you get the first number 40. What is the next number? Put k is 1. If you put k is 1, 90 into 190